So many companies have been trying to get rid of their 3.5mm headphone jack in their phones because, let's be honest, it's 2021 and technology is heading to a more wireless direction. As you can see with the Bluetooth earphones, more people are using Wi-Fi than wired internet and whatever. Despite that, many consumers would still prefer wired earphones, and the shift to wireless earphones might take a while because most of the time the prices of these Bluetooth earphones, they are way higher, they're like 5 times the price of wired earphones. So some companies, they still manage to make wired earphones for these consumers, and since they are cheap, they will obviously sell a lot. So today, as you can see, I'll be doing a review of the Oraimo Lite strong bass earphones. So let's see what Oraimo as a company has for us. So what's up people, how are you doing? Hope your day is going well. I'm Milan and welcome to Fuzitech. So before I talk about earphones, let me talk about Oraimo as a company. For about 3 or 4 years now, Oraimo has been providing us with accessories such as chargers, power banks, memory cards, smartwatches, earphones, earbuds and many more. The quality of their products has been improving over time while getting better every day. Oraimo as a company is related to Infinix, Tecno and Itel brands, and I'm not sure if it's the same company or they are just partners. But I'd like to think that they all come from the same parent company, Transsion Holdings. The company's aim, if I'm not wrong, was to target the lower income section of the society and provide budget devices that are of good quality. And I think they achieved that aim because most of their consumers are from Africa. Like 80% of the smartphone market in Africa come from these three brands: Tecno, Infinix and Itel. The iPhones, Samsungs and Huawei's, they don't have that much strength in the African market like these other three brands because they're cheap. And obviously most people would prefer cheap. So anyways, back to the earphones. So when you buy it, you don't get a box. You just get this paper. I don't even know how it's called. But inside you'll get earphones and ear tips of different sizes, as most companies provide. I think they're silicone ear tips, but I'm not sure. Maybe let me confirm. So the earphone itself, it has a good feel. Like its texture, it just feels like how is it? I don't know if I can say smooth. Yes, and it's really light. Like you would feel a thing even when it's in your ears and you're walking down the street. Anyways, one good thing about them is that they don't tangle, unlike some other earphones from major companies. They're tangle free, and I've never understood how some companies can't reduce the levels of how their earphones tangle, because let's be honest, when earphones tangle, it's a nightmare. The earphone also has a button area. This one, as you can see it, this is a button area which also doubles up as the microphone. The button can pause and play a track and also skip to the next track by double pressing it. It can also get you to your Google Assistant, but the downside is it can't control the volume whatsoever. But it's cheap, so it can get away with it. Anyways, onto the microphone quality. The sound is average, but it's not bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7, and this is me being hard on them. Yes, so generally, let me say it's average. It's between good to average, but it's not bad. Yes.
The earphone has a button area which also doubles up as a microphone. The button can pause and play a track and also skip to the next track by double pressing it. It can also get you to your Google Assistant. The downside is it can't control the volume whatsoever. But according to its price, I think that it's just fine. So this is the microphone sound. You can tell me your thoughts about it in the comment section down below.
Now on to the sound quality. Like when I'm listening to music, so I'd say the sound quality is superb and well balanced. Though I'd say the bass is not that heavy as indicated on the wrapping paper, the sound is also not of JBL level or AKG level, but looking at its price point, it's absolutely great. So generally, I'd call this one of the best budget-friendly earphones that I've ever used, personally. It's really cheap and it works just fine. Its price varies from 250 to 500 shillings, depending on where you buy it, which translates to less than $5 generally. So it's a good option for those with a very low budget, and I'd recommend it to you. Thanks for your time and hope you have a nice day. And please don't forget to subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. I'm Milan and this is Tech, and I'll meet you again in the next video. Only if you've subscribed, of course. Thank you.